Hi guys, welcome on YouTube. Subscribe. Thank you for following Janet Rangi and subscribing on this channel. I love you so much for subscribing. Okay, I'm still on vacation, but thank you. This is a live session. I don't expect many of you to come. I rarely go live, but today I'm here live. Okay, so guys, today I'm going to talk about truck driving. As you can see the title today, truck driving in America. Truck driving in America, and also, do truck drivers get green cards? We are going to talk about that. Okay, yeah, do truck drivers get green cards? Let me see if some of you are coming in. Okay, I will look at your comments as you come in. But let's talk about truck drivers. This video has been requested mostly by people in Zimbabwe. Okay, it has been requested mostly by people from South Africa. But this video is for everyone. I know many of you, probably in Kenya, are watching elections. Good luck with the elections. I wish you well. Don't take it very emotional. Janet Rangi will still be here. We are still going to come to America. We are still going to come to Canada. And I'm here to do, of course, if you need any help, janetrangi.com, janetrangi67 at gmail.com. So first of all, let's start. Do truck drivers get green cards in America? That is question number one. And I'll tell you this. I had a follower who brought me information. His brother is in Kenya, and the lawyer was filing a green card. So that is the truth. They do. Okay. His brother was being filed for a green card in America by an American lawyer, and he was so busy. He said, Janet, I'm busy, but at least you understand these immigration things. Can you please help my brother to file this? And I said, definitely, I will help you. And so he sent all the information online. He sent all the information in my email. So I know the truth. Have I just answered your question? Yes. If you find a lawyer, they can file for you a green card as a truck driver. So that answers the first question. Remember, my video today has two sections. You want to hang around because I'm going to describe the whole business, how to buy the truck, okay? What you need to do before you start the business. So basically, you need a pen and paper, but enjoy this video. If you don't have a pen and paper, it's fine. You can always enjoy this later, okay? But let me just tell you my personal experience with truck driving. So first of all, yes, you can get a green card if you find a lawyer. They file truck drivers. Good information. So let's go. Myself, I'm the best person to talk about truck drivers. You say, Janet, you're not experienced with truck drivers. No, that is not true. I own a business truck. I'm licensed in the state of Texas as a business owner. Okay, so I own a truck. And I want to tell you how my experience was. So, most likely, if you're listening to me, you come to America or wherever you are around the world, you can start a trucking business just because you listen to Janet Rangi and her experience, of course. Okay, number one, this is what happened. When the world was on lockdown, Janet decided to venture into the business because the trucks had really fallen in price. So I went and bought my truck in Colorado for 26,000 US dollars. Okay. Number one, you can finance the truck. Mine, I chose to buy cash. Okay. Now, right now, when I was buying the truck, it was about 35,000 US dollars. That was the true cost of my truck. But because of the pandemic, no one was doing business. I got that very good offer, 26,000. Thank you so much for your comments. I see all of you. So I got that offer for 26,000. Afterwards, when the pandemic was over, business was coming back. They needed more trucks. And the trucks now are going for the same truck that I bought for 26,000 was going for 50,000. I believe now they are starting to fall. Now, keep in mind, trucks travel distances. They are not like your personal vehicles. So they can hit even thousands and thousands of miles. So mine I bought, I think it was 140,000 miles. It was used. So you want to buy a good truck. For me, from being in the business world, Freightliner is like having a Toyota. Easy to maintain, okay? Mechanics can take care of that. Mine was a Freightliner, 26 box, 26 foot, okay, box truck. They have 24, but 24 are those that you see in town transporting sofa sets and furniture. Mine was not that small. It was an average size truck. It was not an 18-wheeler, but I will cover this video for all of you to cover all kinds of trucks. It's the same system. Once you understand my video, you should be able to apply to every other situation or every other truck that you have. Okay, so mine again, 26,000. For you, if you don't have the money, of course, you can ask the bank. If you have good credit, you can ask for a cosigner, have the bank give you money, buy that truck. Right now, I'm not sure how they go, but a good truck you want to have at least below, well, 18-wheeler, you can go 300,000 miles. That's okay. For an average truck, probably 180,000, 250, you are pushing it. Now, if you want a quick business, it's okay. And you have a mechanic in your family or you're a mechanic, by all means, you can fix these things. That's up to you. Okay, mine was about 140,000 miles. Used Freightliner. These are the things I looked at when I was buying the truck. Okay, again, enjoy this video. You can come with a pen and paper later on and write notes, but get the basics during this session. Freightliner, that was the one I was looking for. They have Hino. Okay, those are the common box truck, middle range. Look, I'm not talking of 18-wheelers, but mostly 18-wheelers. You want a Volvo, they have Mercedes, they have there's one American one that is very good. Okay, but for middle section trucks, most people look for a Freightliner. Mine was a Freightliner. Another thing I looked for was a air suspension. Mine was air suspension. It was not spring. That means when it's riding through bumps on the roads, it's not bouncing on springs. It was air. Very good. Most people sought air. Okay. That is requirement number 2. Requirement number 3, mine had a lift gate. Most businesses will ask if your truck has a lift gate. They don't want people to be pushing things. They want to wheel them, and the lift gate will take the things and just load them for you. Okay, so mine had a lift gate. Okay, now, which other thing was I supposed? Mine, I bought a driver had a bench. That means we saved money on hotels. So we just bought something to block, block the lights. So, and then we bought very nice blankets and socks. He had a whole thing so where he sleeps in the bench. So I chose a bench over chairs, because if you have chairs, then the driver can't sleep. And by no means you have to stick to these requirements. I'm just telling you, as an experienced business owner, if you are looking at starting a business, and I'll go into the details of America versus Canada and how much money I made and how much I paid the driver. So you want to stick to the end of this video. Okay, so now I've gone to the basics of buying the truck. So I bought Freightliner 26-inch box truck. The height was very good. In fact, when you're driving from behind, you don't know. You could not tell I was driving behind my truck. It looked like an 18-wheeler, but on the side, of course, you need was a middle pest vehicle, whatever, middle range. Okay, now we have the car. I bring it back home, right? What is the next step? There are 2 ways. Now, pay attention to this, because some of you will need option number 2. Me, I used to option number 1 because I'm a business owner. Because I'm a business owner, I have something called a tax ID, a PIN. It's like a social security number for businesses. So you as an individual, you hear me saying, come to America, go to the business office, go to the international office, get a social security number. Every person working in America has to have a social security number. That is for taxation system. The government uses that to tax you. For businesses, they use something we call tax ID. So my business was registered. It has a name. For you to register a business, you have to check, make sure no one owns that name. Then you register, then they give you a tax ID. So the IRS knew me. So I have a tax ID. So I went to the federal government website for transportation, okay, and registered for DOT number. You don't have to do this. Remember, there's option number 2 where you can use someone else. Number 2, you can use someone else's business. If you don't have this, someone else can allow you to use theirs and you pay them, which is tricky, but they do it. I did it. Even if I had my own, before my things cooked, I was using someone else's, okay? Now, I registered, got my DOT number, and then they gave me something called an MCN number. You need both. Now, when you're driving now, going forward, wherever you are, especially in America, when you see a truck stopped by Be Curious, you will see DOT number. So I went to Walmart. I bought those things to stick on my truck, DOT. So you see US DOT, the number of my business, the name of my business is there. And then there's the DOT number 123, wherever. Then there's MCN number 123. So that when the police stop you on the freeway, they know who owns this truck. Okay, so that happened. We stuck it there. Then what is the next step? So now our business is now fully registered. When you're registering with the federal government, basically you're telling them your truck is safe. What kind of transportation are we going to do? They have hazmat, which is transporting dangerous chemicals, or you're transporting gas, petrol, or you are transporting human beings, public transportation, or you are doing general loads. For me, I was doing general loads where I will transport computers from one business to another. I can transport makeup. I can transport clothes for Walmart. I can transport basically anything. And I'll come to the details. Keep watching. This video, at the end of this video, you should be able to open your own business for tracking, because this is very lucrative. People like you, especially in Seattle, very many Kenyans own tracking business. They just don't come and vlog the way Janet is vlogging for you here. Okay. They are all over America. But this video specifically, we have people from Zimbabwe who work in South Africa as truck drivers, and they've been telling me, Janet, please do this video. This is a special dedication to them, but I know many of you from all over the world, you want to know tracking business in America and how lucrative is it worth it. Yes, stick around. I'm going systematic. So now, after registering the truck, okay, with the federal government, I told them general loads. They ask you how many, and then you tell them, well, this DOT will be used in one truck. If you have a fleet, you do very well, and keep on adding, keep on adding, keep on adding. They'll give you, maybe you can write 10. Okay. All right. So now the truck now needs to be registered in the state. For the state to register me, I had to first do something called DOT inspection. What is a DOT inspection? You take it to a very certified center, and they will check, make sure the light system is working, the engine is doing very well. Basically, the vehicle is road ready. They call it road ready. Then they'll give you a certificate of inspection. They say you passed the DOT safety testing. Is mandatory. From there, I went to DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle. Now I need to register my truck in the states. Okay, depending on which state, whether it's Kansas, Texas, California, you'll have to go to DMV, just like you register your own personal vehicle. Even at home, you register your personal vehicles. So I registered mine. You can register in your name, which I can register. I registered in my name, or I can register in my business. My business was not ready, so I registered in my name. They gave me the what do you call the tags. You can choose two kinds of tags. You can choose local, which means you're just transporting goods within the state, or you can choose interstate, which means you're transporting across border lines from one state to another, one state to another. So when that was done, the vehicle was registered in my name. Okay, then it was registered in the state. Me, I took interstate, whereby I'm transporting vehicles. Then they will ask you how much weight you'll be carrying. You need to know how much weight your vehicle is and which category it falls. So that was done. So far, so good. I hope you're on the same page. I've bought the truck. You can buy it cash, or you can finance it. Okay. You have to pass a DOT inspection to make sure motor vehicle is safe. You have to go to the federal government, tell them, are you a flatbed? Because some people, you can register flatbeds. They're very good business, because they carry cement, they carry blocks. Sometimes you have to go and carry a crane, will have to load you things on your in your vehicle. That's called a flatbed. Hazmat. So mine was general. So we've registered with the federal. Now the car is ready for transportation. Right? The car is ready for transportation. Now, what else? Insurance. Shop around for the cheapest rates. Okay, business insurance is different from personal insurance, but it's the same insurance companies that give personal liability, they'll give to you. Now, the federal government, when you're registering, I forgot, this insurance you have to get before you go register with the federal government. Again, you do not have to go there if you're using someone else's. That person will tell you they need insurance from you. But if you are going to register like me from step one, where you own a business, you better have insurance. And they have stipulations, like it has to be covered $1 million. It has to be general in case something happens. So you cannot just get basic license. You have to get good insurance. Okay. Now we have our vehicle is good with the federal government. Now we have our vehicle is good with the state government, right? Now we have insurance. Okay. Now what next? Janet, now we want the money. Janet, where are you getting the business? Where are you getting this money from? I'm going to cover that. Now, let's find the most important thing. The most important thing now is the driver. I was lucky. Okay. I found a driver who was in his 30s, very good. 30s and above is good. 20s, I will not recommend. If you're desperate, do it. Okay. Why, Janet, you say 20s? Even some 30s, something else are immature. We have people in their 30 something and they're still partying. drinking. You don't want such a driver. You want to see their background. You want to see their driving record. You understand? For me, I had to write a contract. I wrote to the driver, and I'm coming into that, but look for a good driver. Like, I want my husband back home and I lost him. Okay? So please, okay, please leave your comments. I hope you can hear me. Anyway, so this driver was good for me. Now, I wrote a contract because these are heavy equipment things sometimes, but the driver doesn't do anything. When you have a load, they do their own loading. When you reach the offloading, they do their own offloading. The driver, his job is just to drive and carry the paperwork and sign the paperwork. That's all. Okay. But I still had to cover myself in case he falls, in case he injures his back. I don't want him to come and sue me and my properties. So I had to write a contract. I say, my contract is for me and you to make money. You go pay your own taxes. Okay. You do everything, your own health insurance. Me, I'm not doing anything. If you get hurt, it has nothing to do with me. Make sure you protect yourself, guys. Make sure you protect. If for me, I said, if the driver is not going to sign that, I'm not going to give him that job, because I've worked so hard in my life for someone to come and spoil for me my life. Okay, he needs money, I need money. Hey, let's work together. Let's do this thing happen. So the driver was so nice. He signed a contract with me. He relieves a liability. Even you guys, when you go on my website, so long after you check, so long as you enter my website, you can't sue me. Read the terms and conditions. Okay, I cover myself everywhere. I cover myself when I'm doing business. Okay. So anyway, so the driver did that. So you're good. You have a driver, you have everything ready. Okay. So now what next? What next? Okay. Now, for the sake of this video, I am not gonna embarrass anyone or mention names, but it seems like they control. In America, no one controls us. We have something called a load board. Okay, now you want to make sure you have a load board. Again, you do not need it. You can buy your own load board. How does a load board work? Every morning when you wake up, businesses are just posting loads. So for example, by giving you industry rates. These are industry rates. When you're working industry rates, 30% is max. Okay. Now that is how much I paid my driver, 30%. I paid the dispatch. So the dispatch will make sure my driver is busy. So sometimes how we made money is we have to know the best areas. California is always busy because they have a port busy with goods from China, Pacific Ocean. Texas, Laredo is busy because of the port in Mexico. Okay. Chicago is busy. Okay. We avoided Seattle. Anytime my driver is going to Seattle, I worry because they can be stuck there for 3 days. Too many drivers, too many Kenyans. I'm just telling you, they have businesses. They have many people from other countries, China included. They have businesses there. I didn't like my driver ending up in Dallas, too busy. I love my driver going towards Chicago. And then during that time, you do rounds in Michigan, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri. Okay. If not from there, straight Texas, from Texas, California. Okay. That is where the money was. If you go in the east, taxes, bridges, taxes, every freeway, taxes. Take this information the way you like it. This is an experienced business person telling you how she operated. And you can't get any better than this. If you want to learn, you learn from people who have done it, not theory. Me, I'm telling you from how I made money and the mistakes I made and how I improved on how I earned. So, for example, if I have a load coming from California, going to Colorado, in between, if there's a load for Arizona, we can pick that load for Arizona. So then we double deal. Especially some loaders will close. If they close, you have no chance. But let's say you go, sometimes you go and they're transporting just a small pellet and you have a full box. So people think when you are loading these things, the truck is full. It's not that full. You just need a small section in a corner. Okay? Yes, small section in a corner and you'll be good to go. Okay? So now we take something along the way. So let's say one load is 1,800 and then in between you get one that is 700, okay, then you double deal basically. Okay, that is what is happening. Okay, now you can have up to 3 loads, but don't risk. Okay, you have to know how much the weight and the things. Okay, you can wait a few minutes. Okay, you can, sorry guys, I'm distracted a little bit. Okay, so you can have up to 3 loads, but mostly 2, if not 1. Okay, what are the rates? $3 per mile, $4 per mile. With the gas, $5 per mile. So that is how I made my money, through dispatch. The dispatch kept me busy. We avoided the places where there's congestion. We went places where there was money. Okay. California, always busy, money. It's the most populated state, but they have good businesses, good rates. Texas, good money. Okay. Just don't end up in Seattle. Don't just end up in Dallas. That was my experience. But the rest, free. Okay. Now, 30% for the driver. Profit margin in any business, anytime your profit margin is 30%, you should be very happy. For me, profit margin was 30, 35, 40%. And I'll give you the real numbers. Stick around, because now I'm not going to keep this video, but it's very loaded with information, because I want by the end of this video, you should be able to start a tracking business. Okay, right now it's tricky. You have to measure the economy and the gas and factor in. Me, I'm just telling you, because my track is now on hold for now. I'm too busy with other things, okay? But I'm just telling you, do more research. Don't just jump into this. But what Janet is giving you is the baseline of her realistic, okay, situation. This is how I made it. Now, the dispatcher, his job was to keep my driver busy. Now, my driver, sometimes you have to have an e-log. I forgot. E-log is a must, because there is federal law. The drivers can only drive so much. Okay, there are things you have to meet. They have to do background check. They can't be using drugs. They can't be using marijuana. They can't be drinking alcohol. So those are the things baseline when you're choosing a driver. You'll have to prove that they are not using drugs. You have to prove all those things. Okay, for a box truck, 26 feet, they don't require as much as 18-wheelers. And the rates I'll give you are based on a medium-sized truck. They are not based on an 18-wheeler, which is huge. Okay, so that is what happened. How busy was I? There are some days when I made $5,000 in 24 hours. And there are days when I made 1,800 per day. There are days I went dry. So you see how it works. But I'll give you the totals at the end of this video, because I want you to learn the most important, not just the money. I want you to wait until the video, but I'm almost done. Okay. So during the day, there are loads, like if I go to Chicago, for example, maybe I took a very long load that's 5,000. Most of good loads, long distance, used to give me 4,000. So a driver leaves California all the way maybe to Laredo, Texas. Okay. I know once he offloads, we have a check for 4,000 US dollars. Okay. Now, if Laredo is between Laredo and El Paso, maybe it's a distance of a few hours, we can make a run for 700 quick. This is what you do on a Friday. Never, ever your driver empty on a Friday, because people go home on weekends. So we made sure by that time we have a load. So you have to be ahead of time. When the driver is heading towards Colorado, you are planning for the next trip. On Friday, you have to make sure your driver is picking up a load for the weekend. So you have to maximize on profits. So it's based on that. So let me compare America and Canada. Canada, remember, they told me it's controlled. The driver sometimes will earn a little bit. When you tell them how much you are earning in America, they are not happy, because there it's controlled. In America, the load board is open. Me, this young girl here, little girl, I can just go on the load board. They like me. I say, okay, I have, and you don't say you bid. They give you the load. So it's open to the public. The load board is busy. You should see it moving. Every business is posting every morning. In New York, it's posting. Colorado is posting. So you just type in the state and you see which one. The city, you see which loads are there. Open system. Make as much money as you want. No one controls it. And that's why I tell you, America is America for a reason. I do not have to know anyone. I do not have to pay anyone. The load board is there in the public. All the businesses know that if I want a driver, I go on the load board, I post the load. And then, they of course, they have people in between, brokers. You can use brokers. Brokers also, sometimes we use brokers, but you can just go straight to the load board. That's how you make money. I did not have my time. Now, for me, I can employ some of you at home to sit on the load board and keep my driver busy from any part of the world. They do that, if you didn't know. But in my case, I didn't have time, so I used a dispatch. Okay. Now let's come to the Janet. How much did you make? Janet, you're talking too much. Janet, you're talking too much. I'm not talking too much. I'm giving you knowledge. Okay. I'm giving you knowledge. So this is how much I made. Okay. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Prepare yourself now. By the way, this is based on medium. This is not on 18-wheeler. 18-wheeler expect more. This is medium-sized truck. Okay. Per month, myself, I'll bring it about 18,000 US dollars per month. Okay. Can I be busier than that and bring 25? Yes, per month. Okay. I gave the driver, so let's be conservative. I paid my driver approximately 6,000, 7,000 US dollars per month. And that's why I tell you, when you come to America, even if you are a nurse, your husband can be a truck driver and they'll be blowing more money than you. If a medium-sized trucker, personally, and that's why I love America, they encourage business. Me as an individual, I can pay one other individual 7,000 US dollars. I mean, they're encouraging me to do business. And the driver was earning more than a nurse, registered nurse. I'm not saying, nurse practitioners or nurse anesthetists. Those nurse anesthetists basically earn almost like doctors. I'm just talking as basic registered nurse. Those that, everyone wants to be a nurse. A truck driver will earn better than a registered nurse. Take it from me. 18-wheeler, they can earn up to 10,000 US dollars per month or more. Me personally, I paid 7,000 per month. So I'm just telling you the truth. And then the rest of the 7,000 was mine. And then we put in about 5,000 in gas, DEF, oil, tickets, bridges, all these miscellaneous. Okay. So that's how much the truck, but it's busy. The driver is calling you sometimes. But as I said, the first initial step, you have to invest in a good driver. You have to invest in a good truck. And you have to have good insurance. You can do it yourself or can use dispatch. You can talk to other people. You work under their business. Have you learned something? Do you want trucking in America or Canada? From the information I have, I've not done extensive research. America is the best. Do truckers get green cards in America? Yes. You have to know a lawyer. Okay. I know lawyers I have them in my email. JanetRangi.com. Janet Rangi 67, Canadian applications. I assist. I don't file. I assist American. I use Canadian experts to assist applicants. There's a difference. English. Lawyers file. Agents assist. You do it yourself. I assist. Legal language, janetrangi.com. I love you so much. I'm helping people to go to Canada. Waiting periods much less. America longer, but Janet, with her experience, my people get appointments even in the American embassy. The choice is yours. Do it yourself. Come to Janet Rangi. The choice is yours. Janet gives you all the information. The decision is yours. Okay? You do consultation, it's up to you. Okay? My knowledge is priceless, and I'm very aware of that. Okay? This will change your life forever. So it's not a matter of money. I know you can never pay me enough. Right now, I've just made someone 100,000 US dollars per year, basically. So what is a consultation? JanetRangi.com, JanetRangi67@gmail.com. Those who started with me a year ago, that's why I never give up. I improve. Now I have a team. You will not be wasting any time calling because there's a team of us helping. Okay. Do you have any questions? Leave in the comment section. It looks like today there are so many comments. It looks like this was a nice topic, long awaited by people in Zimbabwe. Okay. Good luck, everyone else. If you like tracking, this was the video for you. I hope to leave you better than you found me. My goal is to leave you better than you found me. I'm still on vacation, guys, but I still had to do a YouTube video for my people. I love you so much. How about merci beaucoup? Muchas gracias. Asanteni sana. Zikomo. Until next video. Kwaherini. Asanteni. Bye bye. See you in the next video, guys. I'll see you. Bye bye. All right. I'm ending now. See you in the next video.